Hey guys, it's Sluggy. So today I've got a watercolor sketch that I did, and this is one of my first times using watercolors. Um, so complete noob, but this will be fun for all of us, watch me make a complete wreck of this drawing. No, not really, it didn't turn out that bad. Anyway, did you notice the new intro? Yeah. I made another new intro. This one's way simpler. The other one was just too much work. It was just too much maintenance. So yeah, gonna go simpler this time. Okay, so I'm using a watercolor paper. It's 140-pound Canson paper, and I'm sketching using a purple color erase pencil, and I like to sketch with this because it's not as intense as black. And I also like the look of the lines still showing up kind of through the watercolor. And I like that it's this purple color. It gives like a purple tint to everything, which is pretty. I'm using my super cheapy Pentel Arts watercolor that was like $10. But I was pretty impressed with how vivid the colors are. If you saw my haul, this is what it was from. And yeah, I'm enjoying it, except... So let's talk about my watercolor experience. So watercolor is freaking hard. It is just, it's cool because it's so unpredictable. Like, I really like, look at that hair. Like, I just really love the textures in there. That's something that I just could never replicate with digital. Or if I wanted to, it would just be really annoying and a lot of time. But anyway. You saw right there, I have a huge problem with patience with watercolors. Like, as someone who's just super used to digital and is just all about go, 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 like paint this, paint that, it is a struggle to try and be patient for paint to dry and just for letting things set before going in. So, as you can see, obviously, like, my edges are nowhere near as crisp as they can be, and they're very bleedy, and, like, if you look at the arm of her arm, there's bleed everywhere. So it's not horrible because I at least, once I do outlines on this drawing, it's not so bad. But I personally, as an artist, I like the look of no line art in images, or just in colored images. Like, if it's a sketch, obviously it's fine, but like, I just overall like the look of no line art. It really depends on the style and everything, but I want to get to a point where I feel confident without having to do line art. And right now, with just with my painting quality and just my hand skill as well, that's just not a choice for me. But before, let me rewind a little bit. You saw that I did color thumbnails, but work like very, very simple. Seriously, super, super simple. I was just really testing just colors, like what color I wanted her hair and her skin and stuff. And as soon as I, got one that I liked, I just went with it. And this is a sketch. This is for me. But if this was professional or something that I guess matters more, I would do more detailed thumbnails. But that was pretty good for my purposes, and in the end, I'm pretty happy with the colors. I like the combination of the blue. I really like her blue pale skin. I really like using really weird colors for skin. I think it's really fun. And I switched to a much smaller brush. It's a 00. I only use 2 brushes with this whole thing. It's just one fat brush and then one teeny brush for doing details and stuff. But in the future, just really quickly, I want to talk about my recording style. In the future, I am no longer going to be doing over-the-shoulder recordings because I am so tired and so frustrated with seeing my big fat head going and like blocking the image when I'm drawing, and just look at that. Oh my god. Anyway, I had to cut so many, I think, interesting parts just because my head just really wanted attention for some reason. And so I decided that I need to cater the recording style to me rather than me try to cater to the recording style. Maybe it's a bad habit, but I just tend to get really close on my paintings, especially with traditional art, because oh my god, it is very, very it's very nerve-wracking to do traditional art. Like, again, I said this in my last video, but seriously, kudos to people who do this all the time. Like, I am very, very, I have so much respect for you guys. But I do want to get better. I want to continue practicing traditional art. I think it's a lot of fun, and I love that I have a physical piece at the end that I have. It's not just this digital thing in the web ether. So yeah, right now I'm outlining with just the darkest blue that I have, but I kind of messed up in some areas. For example, like under the chin, it's way too, I messed up under this chin, and then in order to compensate for that, I made the outline way thicker than it needs to be, but I just had to do that. And in the future too, I think next time what I would like to do is to change the color of the outline. Right now I'm using like all of that dark blue, but I like line art when it's more related to what it's outlining. So like the skin outline would look different from the hair outline, all that stuff. Yeah. And did I mention this? But this is a sketch that I've done in my notebook in the past, or sketchbook, just a little character that I made, and I decided to just make a sketch of her because I wanted to focus more on learning about watercolor than I am about designing a character. So I just quickly took something from my sketchbook, and here you go. Like, you can see where I'm about to mess up. Yeah, look at that. Look how elegant. I'm trying to fix it. Let's see, what else is there that I can talk about? So some YouTubers out there who really helped me out with just starting out was Iraville. You guys should totally check her out. But overall, I think I'm using watercolors. I definitely don't layer as much as I think I should. I use it a lot more opaque, and that's where I feel like maybe I would be more interested in gouache. But here's the part that I really like, is where I added a saturated color in between, like in the shadows. So there's the shadow color, for example, under her neck or under the shirt, but then I also add this saturated pink there to kind of transition from her skin to the shadow. I really end up liking that look. But yes, and then I'm ending here with Jelly Roll. But I'm kind of curious about gouache, because I wonder if that would be more suited to my style, or if I just need to freaking get used to the patience and try and not complain. Anyway, so that's the end of this. It's just a simple little sketch, and so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.